Hello, Chris from Channel X here. I'm thrilled to be with Tristan Comersey, who is the director of the B&Q Marketplace. So welcome, Tristan.
Thank you very much.
So I want to get straight into it. Tell us a bit about the B&Q Marketplace and why B&Q launched a marketplace.
Of course. So, at B&Q, we've been a well-established brand in home and garden.
One of my favorite shops, to be honest.
Thank you very much. Always great to meet with our customers. And so for a number of decades, we've been looking at ways to deliver the most amazing choice and selection of products to our customers. And so Marketplace was naturally the way to go to do this at scale across all of our categories, being able to partner with various number of brands and merchants to bring their products onto our platform. We've been able to offer much more choice to all of our customers, regardless of their profile.
And talking about choice, can you tell us more about the traffic to DIY.com? And you've been launched as a marketplace for about a year now. How has the marketplace performance been? So first of all, tell us about the DIY.com traffic.
Of course, yeah, I'm very happy to talk about it. It's one of our big assets. The reason why we've had such enthusiasm from the brands and the sellers to partner with us through our online platform DIY.com. We've built over the year one of the biggest retailer website in the UK, ranking in the top 15 of all retail websites in the UK in terms of traffic. We have some 24 million visitors every month, and that's obviously is an enormous asset when we are talking to brands and sellers.
24 million visitors. Just to put that into perspective, there's about 66 million people in the country, so it's almost 1 in 2 of every adult. It probably is 1 in 2 of every adult goes to B&Q once a month.
Yeah, and we're just talking here about the website, not even mentioning our app that is also helping us touch an even bigger share of this big market. So we're starting from a very comfortable position, already having this massive traffic. Opening the marketplace and adding products through a number of categories. We've opened 18 categories to marketplace products as of today. We've been able to reinforce our share of traffic, because now we have some 340,000 products from Marketplace. To put things in perspective, it is 8 times the amount of products that you could find on DIY.com.
So massively increased selection due to the Marketplace.
Massive jump, and great for our traffic position, since now we have much more people in the UK who end up landing on DIY.com when they're looking for products to improve their home.
And talk to me about the types of brands and retailers that have started selling on the B&Q Marketplace at DIY.com. What type of brands are there? What type of retailers? Are they large businesses, small businesses? Are they household names? Are they brands that people may have not heard of but they're now being exposed to?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question. We have a bit of everything. Every business is welcome to apply. We're still a closed marketplace in the sense that we are running a due diligence on every business. We have a brand reputation, and we want to make sure that the business who sell their products through our platform are offering the same level of service. That being said, we've seen a variety of players join our marketplace, from global brands to smaller scale businesses, but very good on a particular subcategory niche of products. As per their success, we've been very happy with what we've seen so far. Without surprise, the businesses that succeed the most on our platform within this first year are the ones who have experience selling online.
So people that are selling on other marketplaces, so they're used to the concept.
Particularly, because we see these are players who know very well how to succeed online. They moved fast as soon as we opened the marketplace, so they have this also first mover advantage, and they know very well how to invest in content and in pricing to capture a big share of the massive traffic that we have on DIY.com. So naturally, these players are seeing very strong results within the first couple of weeks of joining B&Q. We also see particularly good results for the sellers who are regularly joining our promotions, because in exchange of the deals that they provide to our consumers, we are giving them massive exposure on our platform.
Mm-hmm. And the brands and retailers that are thinking of selling on B&Q's marketplace, they're going to be interested in kind of what sort of velocity of sales there are. How have sales on the B&Q marketplace compared to before you opened a marketplace on DIY.com?
So it's grown really fast as we opened to more categories and grew the assortment. After 1 year, the sales of marketplace represent some 24% of the total online sales on DIY.com.
So just about a quarter, 1 in 4 products is pretty much sold by a marketplace seller today.
Correct, and growing. It's a number we're very happy with, and we're receiving positive feedback from the merchants. Also, from their point of view, we've had a number of merchants telling us that within a couple of weeks operating on our platform, they were seeing more revenue coming from DIY.com than they were seeing from other platforms on which they had been operating for years, such as Wayfair, eBay, but also Amazon.
So real opportunity there. And you mentioned there's 18 new categories. Can you talk a little bit about your sort of the core categories people would associate with B&Q, DIY, home and garden, and also the kind of adjacencies, the new categories that you've been opening? What type of products are of interest?
Of course, it's a question that every player who launches a marketplace asks themselves, right? What products, what am I seeking to do? Here at B&Q, we have 2 objectives. In our existing categories, where we've been operating for a number of years, we want to increase the depth of range. We have a couple of examples that just makes a lot of sense. If we're talking about wallpaper or lighting,
Yeah.
you never have enough products, enough variation.
There's never enough choice.
Exactly. We are limited as to what we can put in our stores, but online there is no limit, right?
Yeah.
We want to make sure that every customer can find the exact right product for their project. So opening these categories to our marketplace merchants to increase our range depth, that's our first priority. We are also leveraging marketplace to start moving into what we call adjacent categories, which are categories that still belong to the home improvement world, but where historically we haven't had a lot of products to offer. But we could see, and here we're looking at the consumer data, at search data, we could see that we had an interest from home improvers. They were going to DIY.com, looking for these products, but they couldn't find the range.
Yeah.
So we've also leveraged marketplace to develop ourselves in this area. One good example would be small domestic appliances. We've launched since day one a number of products in these categories. It's worked very well. Air fryers have become one of the top sellers.
Yeah,
on
air fryers,
DIY.com.
everyone's been looking for an air fryer in the last year.
And they can now find it on B&Q.
And when you're looking at a new retailer, they've obviously got experience, hopefully, of selling on marketplaces from what you said. But operationally, how would they manage selling on B&Q when they're ready to launch on the marketplace and you've approved their product selection and their operational capabilities for delivery? But from a technical perspective, how do they integrate with the B&Q Marketplace or DIY.com?
Yeah. So one thing to mention is that we've made the decision for our technology to partner with Miracle, who is the expert in the market of marketplaces. So we're using their technology, which allows us to offer a very seamless experience to sellers. Very happy with this choice of partnering with Miracle. We're hearing very good feedback from merchants operating on the platform. It's seamless, it's intuitive, and as for the integration, so we talked earlier about how we were looking at sellers that already had experience selling on other marketplaces. We know a number of these sellers are already partnering with marketplace aggregators. So obviously we have started to develop the integration with a number of them. As of now, I believe we have already almost a dozen integrators, including Shopping Feed, Octopia, Lengo, and we obviously have a roadmap to onboard much more of them, so that all merchants who are already running their e-commerce business via one of these aggregators can have a good experience integrating with B&Q
And the
Marketplace.
great thing is most of those aggregators have already got integrations with Miracle from other marketplaces. And in fact, if you sell on any Miracle marketplace, it will make the experience of selling on B&Q relatively easily. So just going back to the categories and the adjacencies you spoke about, tell me about your vision for the future. I mean, I think of B&Q as I want some plywood or some timber, or I want some garden pots, or I just need some screws or some light bulbs or some strip lights. But what's your vision for the future for the categories and adjacencies that you're looking at? You've already mentioned things like air fryers and small home appliances. I'm thinking coffee machines or microwaves, but what's the plan moving forward there?
So I'm not sure if I can reveal too much, but when we are looking at the world...
The immediate 18 categories you've already opened, talk about those.
Yes, so out of these, I can mention a couple of ones that are also new to our world. We've launched cookware and tableware.
So crockery, plates and cups.
Yes, absolutely. We've also expanded the number of product types that we're selling under furniture, furnishing, and home decor. B&Q had a number of products in these categories, but with Marketplace, we've been able to...
I think my garden furniture came from B&Q. Yeah.
And we're not going to stop here. We're looking at more category, but it's very important for us that it stays within the universe of home and garden. We're not going to go into crazy categories. But there are a lot of opportunities, definitely. And our merchants are also telling us what good products they have that they think could fit in our universe, so we're having this discussion with them.
So good news, if you've got products that you think fit with B&Q, or products that are in kind of the adjacent categories, and it sounds like a big range from tableware to home appliances to furniture to the more traditional core products that you'd expect in B&Q. So for the people that are watching this video today and want to find out more and potentially sign up to sell on the B&Q Marketplace, how do they get in touch? Where do they go?
Go to DIY.com, find the Become a Verified Seller link and start your journey.
So really, really simple. And Tristan, I want to thank you so much. I think B&Q is a really exciting marketplace. One of the best known names in Britain, certainly. So hopefully look forward to seeing more of our Channel X retailers and brands selling on B&Q in the very near future. And hopefully we'll come back this time next year and find out how much further the marketplace has grown.
Absolutely, would love to.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.